side. Stop struggling against my demons. Stop thinking life as fiction. Eddie, burn, burn, burn. Burn the pain, burn the lies, burn the fear inside myself, and burn it all again. It's the right time to escape this cage I've been locked in for so long. It's not where I belong. Let it burn, burn, burn into the ground.
Tonight, the eyes of the world are on you. For months, 2 briefcases have represented opportunity, power, a guaranteed moment. And now, I am here to make it official. At Redefined Anniversary 4, there will be no surprises, no shortcuts, and no chaos. I am confirming, right now, that the men's briefcase holder will cash in their briefcase for the Redefined World Championship. And I am also confirming that the women's briefcase holder will cash in her briefcase for the Redefined Women's World Championship. Both championships, one historic night. This is not speculation. This is not a threat. This is official. This is sanctioned. This is Redefined. England will witness history at Redefined Anniversary 4. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first match. Here comes the former Redefined Internet Champion, Rookie. I'm not here to talk badly about the Rookie, because he's had a great run as Redefined Internet Champion, being champion for 2 times out of his career.
Here comes a guy just being. He just had 1 match, but this is his 2nd match. Todd, I can't wait to see you in the ring one day. Before the spotlight of the squared circle ever found him, Youngblood Zack lived for the roar of amplifiers and the crash of drums. Growing up in rundown venues and underground clubs, Zack fronted a gritty rock band that played like every show might be their last. The music was loud, raw, and unapologetic, just like him. But while the band chased fame, Zack chased something deeper: adrenaline, chaos, and control. When the band fell apart under pressure, egos, and broken promises, Zack didn't fade away, he evolved. He discovered professional wrestling and realized the ring gave him everything music once did: a live crowd, a stage, and a chance to fight instead of sing about it. Training with the same intensity he once poured into songwriting, Zack transformed his pain into power. Every match became a performance. Every entrance felt like a headline act. The tattoos, the leather, the defiant stare. It wasn't a game. It was survival. Now in Redefined Wrestling, Youngblood Zack fights like a man still chasing that final encore. He doesn't wrestle for approval. He doesn't wrestle for titles alone. He wrestles to prove that when the music dies, the noise can still be heard through violence.
Trevor Chapman, look at me when I'm talking to you. You've been walking around redefined like that world championship belongs to you. Like you earned the spotlight. Like you are the spotlight. But let me remind you who the real A-lister is around here. I'm Nick White, and the general manager already made it official. I'm cashing in on you at Redefined Anniversary 4. No surprises, no excuses, no running. Just you, me, and that world championship you've been borrowing. Trevor, you've had your moment. You've had your little feel-good reign. But Anniversary 4 isn't about your story. It's about mine. It's about the inevitable. It's about the spotlight coming home where it belongs. Because when that bell rings, it's not pressure on me. It's pressure on you. I thrive on the big stage. I live for moments like this. And you're just another name on my resume. So get ready, champ. At Redefined Anniversary 4, Nick White versus Trevor Chapman for the Redefined World Championship. And when it's over, when the cameras are flashing and the gold is back around the waist of an A-lister, remember this, I didn't come asking. I didn't come hoping. I came taking.
Here comes Tara Blackwell with the Redefined Women's World Champion Skyla, making their way to the ring.
Here comes Tara Blackwell. Opponent her is Sandra Piper, making her way out to the ring.
To embrace, never forget. Some will not understand what I do, how I know to endure, to embrace, never forget. I won't bend, break, I'm going away. Every moment's one more chance to stand up or get in the way. So when I go, I want the world to know.
Sandra Piper was born in Moscow, Russia, where survival wasn't a slogan, it was a requirement. Raised in an unforgiving environment by a former military instructor, Sandra learned early that compassion was a liability and pain was a teacher. While others chased comfort, she was trained to break limits and people. She didn't grow up dreaming of applause. Applause meant nothing. Respect was taken through Sambo, freestyle wrestling, and underground fight circuits. Sandra carved a reputation not as a fan favorite, but as a problem. She fought stiff, ignored etiquette, and left opponents injured long after the bell. Promoters warned her to tone it down. She refused. In her eyes, rules existed to protect the weak, and Sandra Piper had no interest in protecting anyone. When her dominance in Russia stopped earning fear and started earning resistance, Sandra left, not to chase opportunity, but to conquer new territory. She arrived in Redefined wrestling with open disdain for the locker room and its culture. To her, the smiles, the handshakes, the chants were signs of decay. Athletes begging for validation. Wrestlers performing instead of fighting. Sandra doesn't play to the crowd. She stares through them. In the ring, she's merciless, slow, deliberate, and surgical. She targets weaknesses, ignores referees' warnings, and holds submissions long after taps. She doesn't cheat out of desperation. She bends the rules because she can. Each victory is followed not by celebration, but by cold assessment, as if her opponent was simply another test that failed. Sandra Piper believes redefined wrestling doesn't need heroes. It needs correction, and she has no problem becoming the villain everyone fears, as long as they remember her name when they're laid out, staring at the lights, realizing too late. It's time for the main event. KC Harris finally get his revenge on Tommy Austin. But look at Catherine Albright. She is wearing a neck brace from the attack of Mandy McKay, her long team made of the province. That I know Catherine Albright will not be competing at Redefined Anniversary for this year. I know it sucked.
Hear this dirty snake of a liar. Tommy Austin making his way to the ring. Casey Harris is going to Tommy Austin pay here tonight.
Tommy Austin, welcome to the reckoning. Step in the ring, you can feel the impact. War in my veins.
Tommy Austin was never supposed to be a survivor. He came up the hard way, small venues, dim lights, and crowds that barely remembered his name. But what they did remember was his heart. Every night, Tommy wrestled like it was his last. Throwing himself into fights he couldn't always win, believing that effort alone could carry him to greatness. In Redefined Wrestling, Tommy finally got his chance. At first, he was the underdog people rallied behind, the guy who wouldn't stay down. But belief doesn't always pay the bills, and heart doesn't always win matches. Losses piled up. Opportunities slipped away. Backstage whispers turned into silence. Then in 2023, Redefined Wrestling made their decision. Tommy Austin was released. No farewell match. No standing ovation. Just a phone call and a locker emptied in silence. For most, that would have been the end. But for Tommy, it became the beginning of something darker. The lost years, 2023 to 2025, Tommy disappeared, not just from Redefined Wrestling, but from the spotlight entirely. He wrestled anywhere that would have him. Underground shows, no-name promotions, buildings with more broken chairs than fans. He fought not for glory, but for survival. Those years changed him. The hopeful kid who once fought for approval was gone. In his place stood a man hardened by rejection, fueled by anger, and obsessed with one question. What if I was never the problem? By the time 2025 came around, Redefined Wrestling barely recognized the man who walked back through their doors. Tommy Austin was back, but he wasn't asking for redemption. He was demanding acknowledgement.